Hello everyone, a.w.t.y here, welcome back to my Witcher 2 playthrough. Oh, there's that disappearing apple again. Every now and then somebody throws an apple on the ground and it just disappears into thin air. So, last time I was just catching up with my buddies here in this den. We talked to Roach and Zoltan Dandelion. I've done a lot of exploring around town, getting the lay of the land. I did a bit of exploring out in the forest. This is the wrong side of town. Oh shoot, what time is it? It's pretty late. I think what I'd like to do is make some traps and then go out into the wilderness and get some missions done, get some quests. If we take a look in here, I've got ridiculous amounts of things to do. This is a lot. It's a lot of quests here. One of the ones that I want to do first is, the thing about the kayran. I think one of these quests is requesting that I go and, go to an expedition to the monster's lair with Triss. And there's a reason why I want to do this first. I'll talk about it when I get there. One thing I want to do, though, is make some traps. Wrong thing. Let's go into crafting. Where is it? Conflagration. So how do we make this? Oh, we need Endriga embryos to make this? That seems kind of crazy. Like, those are pretty rare. Alright. How's my equip burden right now? 246 out of 300. So, in that case, I really should go and store some things and put them away. Perhaps sell some things, and then we'll go out into the wilderness and get things done. Sure, that's the plan.
Keep the plowing, bastard.
Okay. So these weapons we're going to sell. I'm going to store the Dwarven enhancement, the fiber enhancement, reinforced leather, get rid of that. We have a monster trophy that we can sell later. Crafting. I'm not sure what to do with the amethyst dust yet. We'll hang on to the bit of cloth, I think. We do have 6 Endriga embryos, which is good. Endriga hide, jaw, saliva. Let's just store this stuff for now. Endriga teeth. Venom I'll hang on to a little bit longer. Don't need this much leather. I'll hang on to a bit of leather. Same thing with the cloth. Just in case I decide I need to craft something on the go. Necker claws, we'll put that away. Eyes, heart, teeth. We don't need this much timber. This much oil is unnecessary. And this much twine, also kind of unnecessary. We'll just put a little bit of that away. Okay, so now our equip burden's looking a lot better. Okay, great. Is this the town side?
Punching tricks, that's how they get their kicks.
Yes, it is.
But hear me when I say an orange, a tiny...
Wow, this little group of people that are angry at the incense merchant for selling an incense that people get addicted to, they're really mad. They're staying here all night. Boycotting this guy. Oh, I'm so close to leveling. Thank goodness. The next talent that I put in will allow me to access the other skill trees, and that's when it gets interesting in this game. Alright, is Sendler over here? I can sell him my weapons, and he can craft me things. Here we go. Is he open during nighttime? Yeah, cool. That's nice. Alright. Sell him all of this, and this. Great. And let's craft. Okay, so we can make the claw. We can make a few of those. Conflagration. We can make some of these. Oh, it requires 2 embryos per. Seems kind of crazy. We need 5 teeth for the Endriga hide armor, which I do want to make. But let me go ahead and just start with the conflagration traps. There we go. And what about the claws? Let's make some of these too. Shoot, I don't have enough oil. Can I make oil? No, not like this. But you know what? I think I can go into alchemy and make oil because I bought an oil diagram. Did I not? Dang it, no I didn't. Oh well, in that case, this is fine. Let me get things equipped here. Get rid of that. Put the claw on. Okay, I am tracking the quest, which will make this easier. Let's get going. Let me get a save in there. Alright, guys. Wish me luck. I'm enjoying the atmosphere at this time of night. Oh, I think there's something over there. Yeah, there is. Let's check it out. $25 horns. I'll take it. Pays for some of my trap crafting. Okay, so this little hidden path is the way to get to the kayran area. It's not easy to find, but it lines up perfectly with the arrow on your mini-map, so you'll find it eventually if you just follow along there. Aha, yes, and we do have some guys to take care of here. Let me switch over to the daggers, although Samum is also pretty good. Should I drink any potions? Nah, I'm not going to worry about it. I don't think I need potions for these guys, really. Alright. They're coming. Let me get this guy on my side. There we go. That helps a lot. And now... Whoa! Watch out. Oh, I gotta watch out here. He's gonna hit me.
Come to Papa!
I'm over here, buddy. Bearden, run away. He's gonna get trapped. And now we can get him in the back. Piece of cake. Oh, man. The Witcher combat is really unique in this. It's very, like, I don't know. I don't know how to say it, where you're flying between tactics, you know? Changing tactics on the fly mid-battle. The same tactic, I mean, it's beneficial for you to do this, to be like kind of a jack-of-all-trades Witcher and use your signs and bombs and traps and whatnot. I am going to get heavy into traps and the like pretty soon. In fact, let's use some of these traps that I don't care about. So this biter, it does damage 10 to 30. Wounds with shrapnel. As you can see, it's completely inferior to every other type of trap that I use. It does less damage and causes no extra effects. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick this on here and just use them up while I can. And let's get Iriden down, which should give me enough time to do this and then to run away. Oh, that's in a bad spot. Let's try this again. Run away. No? I can always collect these traps if it messes up here. Oh, but I'm in combat, so I can't pick it up. But now. Can I really not pick this up? What if I put my sword away? No, put it away. Yeah, put it away, Geralt. Oh, really? Maybe you can't collect those traps. They were throwaway traps anyway. Let's just do it the old-fashioned way, with signs and whatnot. Get around this side now. Back up. He's gonna get me here. Alright, now he's tired. Let's get around the back. Got him. Whew. Nice. Let's see if we can pick these traps up now. No, I cannot. Alright, well, I wasted those traps, but that's honestly not a big deal. Like I said, throw away. They're not that useful. All right, what have you got for me? 50 orens. Nothing else. I seem to remember there being one more group of bandits. Oh no, there's Triss. Okay, let's put the sword away then.
I wonder what's left of that wreck Cedric mentioned.
If the kayran attacked the boat, it's not likely to be much. We're looking for traces of the beast, not boats.
That's right. Okay, so this is pretty cool. This massive bridge, it's got this leafy design on it, very clearly elven. It has a fantastic look to it. It's massive. It's like a super highway. And this was actually built maybe even centuries ago by the elves, back when they still kind of were the main race around here. I think the way the story goes in the game is that humans came into this world through the conjunction of the spheres, when parallel universes were brought together, and that's what caused, monsters to come into the world and whatnot. I don't know if that's true. That might just be propaganda from the Scoia'tael specifically, or just non-humans in general. I don't know if it's true or not, but it makes a lot of sense. It's kind of like, we live in the normal universe, and you can think like maybe thousands of years ago, our ancestors were pulled into the Witcher universe from their sphere into this one. That's just kind of how I like to think of it. All right, so here's the boat wreck. I think I do want to drink some potions for this next bit. Oh, you know what? I forgot. This happens a lot in the first Witcher game. If you drink any potions now before this next cutscene, they will expire, I think, by the time you get into battle. So it's not worth it. You might as well just save and let's just get in there.
See those footprints?
Yeah, strange place for an evening walk.
Unless you're looking for adventure.
Okay.
The medallion again.
Oh, shoot. Can I drink potions? Oh my gosh, it's gonna let me drink potions. Ha 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 ha! Slick! What does this do again? Vigor regeneration, but it reduces my vitality. I'm gonna go ahead and drink it because I have it. I'm gonna drink Swallow. There we go. Wow, that's like the first time I drank any potions in this game, surprisingly. Okay, and now let me get out of here and get my oil on. Enhancements. We need necrophage oil for these kinds of beasties. Here we go. Alright, let's go get them. What do I want to do here? Maybe get some bombs, and then get Quen. Here we go. Nice little cinematic kill. Oh, back up. Another cinematic kill. I'm hitting myself with my own bomb. I don't know how much damage that did, but probably not good.
Nice to run into some old friends.
Almost brings a tear to your eye.
Let's examine the traces of the kayran and get out of here.
Okay, that's it, huh? I was expecting a bigger fight. What's
The ram
this?
stuffed with sulfur and a dead cobbler. Straight out of Eastern legends. Not good enough for the kayran, though.
Hang on, where are the rest of the drowner remains? I want to pick those up. Excuse me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Ew. You kind of see this mucus all over the ground. Presumably from the kayran. I've also leveled up. I'll do that in a sec. Here we go. Alright, that seems to be all of the remains.
Wait a minute.
What are you going to do?
Cast a simple diagnostic spell. It should answer a few questions. This monster's sick, Geralt. It's dying.
How much time does it have left?
A few years? Perhaps a decade and change?
Too long.
What's wrong with it? Any information could be useful.
The diagnostic spell showed that some of the cells in its body have mutated.
What makes you think it's dying? I mean, I'm a mutant.
The mucus cells I diagnosed are very similar to cancer cells. In some ways, they're more effective than healthy cells, but they're out of control. They converge to create a red tissue. Very unpleasant.
The poor thing.
But you brought up an interesting point. Want to know the core difference between mutants and non-mutants?
Yeah, I guess so. I find it interesting that a knowledge of cancer existed at this time period. And in fact, I wanted to say something about this too. With this world that is kind of meshed with magic, magic can be used as a tool for science. Being able to use spells, such as diagnostic spells, like the one Triss just used, allows them to gain a better understanding of biology, physiology, and in fact, discover better medical practices. So the fact that magic exists has led these people in this time and universe to discover cancer, whereas in our world, magic does not exist. And so cancer was completely unknown to us until science, and medical science I mean, had developed enough to be able to understand it, what was causing it. So, yeah, I just thought that was interesting. Let's learn.
Of course I do.
The changes made through alchemy and magic in your body would require thousands of years to develop on their own. This development would result from genetic errors that would cause your body to adapt, become a more efficient organism, effectively mutate, but over a very long time. When this development occurs over millennia, across multiple generations, we proudly call it natural selection, evolution. When it occurs quickly, in a single organism or a few representatives of a species, we frown on it as mutation.
And here I thought you liked me. What else?
The kayran's highly venomous.
Any ideas for an antidote?
Your Witcher's metabolism should neutralize small doses of the toxin. But if I were you, I wouldn't rely on my mutations alone. An Ostmark potion should do the trick.
I know the herb, but haven't the faintest where I might find it around here. I need to figure out how I want to fight the kayran. Maybe I won't need the potion.
Do what you will, but don't say I didn't warn you. Sheila might be eager to get this done, but before you go see her, ask some of the locals about Ostmark. You could try Cedric. Here's the formula for the potion. I need to take care of some things. Manage without me for a while? See you.
Okay. Again, interesting that not only do they have a knowledge of evolution, they use the exact same terminology from Darwin's discoveries, natural selection, and the term that we use in our world, evolution. So I don't know how I feel about that. It's strange to hear something so familiar from reality in this alternate universe that isn't even that progressed as far as science goes. But again, magic. Add magic into the equation and everything's possible. That seems to be the case a lot of the time in these games. I don't just mean like the Witcher games. I mean in general, in fantasy games. Okay. So we've got the mucus. We now have a new quest to try and make some mongoose potion, which will help us fight off the incredible toxicity of the venom that the kayran secretes through its pores on the skin. Now, Ostmark, in my other playthrough, I had actually done that quest before this one on accident. I found the Ostmark before, so it'll be nice to see the other side of things here and actually do the quest the way it was intended. Key of the Petrus Sealay's Captain. Let's take a look at our journal here. First of all, the kayran. What does this have to say? In the kayran's lair, Geralt learned that the monster's mucus was highly toxic. Triss gave our hero the formula for a potion that would render him immune to the beast's terrible venom, but he needed a herb known as Ostmark to make the drought. I've continued the story of the herb in another section, dear reader. Here you will learn how the hunt for the kayran progressed. Mystic River. In the monster's lair, Geralt spotted the wreck of a large riverboat. Within its shattered hull lay a corpse, which, as it turned out, was that of the boat's captain. On the corpse, Geralt found a key. Picking it up, he instinctively looked around for the lock it might open. Let's do that. Not that one, just some orens. And here, that little flickering, kind of fire embery thing, that means it's a quest item that's in there. Alright, we've unlocked it. Captain's report, some twine. Find the chest used by the Royal Mail. Alright. And let's also take a look at the captain's log and report. Captain's log. You've got these dots here because it's been damaged. We can't read the whole thing, but we can get some of it. The expedition to Loch Muin has proven a success that will doubtlessly please both King Foltest, who so generously backed our expedition, as well as the university. Oswin seems exceptionally pleased. I have never before seen a sorcerer jumping for joy. So they have a sorcerer with them named Oswin, and they are mentioning a university. The only university I'm familiar with is the one in Oxenfurt. That's in Redania, I'd like to say. I'm not sure about that. Oswin tried to get the crew to mutiny, offering them the valuables we had discovered in order to keep the artifacts for himself. Ooh. Fortunately, Foltest Marines remained loyal. Passing Vergen, there was a battle in which we sunk the Durden. We had to flee, though, continually attacked by the harpies summoned by Oswin's spell. So they found some sort of magical artifacts, Oswin betrayed them, and cast a spell to bring monsters to them. Oswin's spell still had the power to attract monsters, even though the sorcerer now lies at the bottom of the river. The soldiers bravely repel the monstrosities that harass us. I'm almost finished with my report for Oxenfurt. There it is, Oxenfurt, which sums up the results of our research and marks the location of the Dearden's resting place. We're almost home. The Dearden, that's the name of the ship, I think. And let's take a look at the captain's report, because we didn't find... Oh, wow, resistance to poisoning 20,000%. I'm not sure how that works, really, because... No, never mind, I am. My line of thinking was incorrect, so much so that I'm not even going to say it out loud. Sealed copy of the personal diary of the Petra Sealy's captain. An exact copy of the personal diary, blah, 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 and an elegant note on the cover states, deliver via the Royal Mail directly to His Magnificence, the Chancellor of the University of Oxenfurt. So, now...
I suppose I could forward this, but where the hell in Flotsam will I find a drop box for the Royal Post?
Don't worry, Geralt, I know where to find it. I've done this quest already. I know where it is. Oh, the kayran's lair. The monster's lair was located near a small shoal by the ancient ruins of an elven bridge. Wrecked riverboats, heaps of algae, and the stench of rotting flesh unmistakably identified the spot to which the kayran had taken a liking. That, at least, is how it was described to me, for I was in no hurry to risk an expedition through the forest, only to tease the cranky old man in his den. Yeah, remember, too, of course, the old man is the kayran. When the wind blew from the ruined bridge, one could smell for oneself that there was little exaggeration to the tales of the kayran's aromatic presence. It stinks so bad my eyes watered. Interesting. Mystic River. So our hero concluded... Wait, hang on a second here. Oh yeah, let's just read through the rest of this to summarize what's going on here. The key the Witcher found in the corpse matched a rusty chest nearby. In it, Geralt found the journal of the Petra Sealy's captain, and a copy thereof packed for shipment to the University of Oxenfurt. Our hero concluded that the captain had intended to provide a report of his journey, but failed to dispatch the manuscript for unknown reasons. The Witcher decided to do him that small favor using the Royal Mail that all Temerian officials could access. And who was, by the king's will, the ranking official in Flotsam? The answer to this question was simple. Lorito, right? Having read the captain's journal, Geralt noted that 2 boats had sailed the Pontar. Our hero felt he could well be lucky enough to come across the wreck of the second vessel. The Witcher's hunches were rarely wrong. Our hero concluded correctly that the captain had wished to give an account of his journey. However, he had not managed to send the manuscript off. The Witcher decided to do it for him, using the Royal Mail to which only Temerian clerks had access. And who, blah, 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 the answer was simple. Okay, I still don't know, are they talking about Louis Merce or talking about Lorito? Also, this so-called second wreckage. The game's journal seems to be very sure that you're going to find this second wreckage, but I don't know where it is. I haven't finished chapter 1 before, so maybe it comes later. But I looked through the forest and could not find it. I'm going to do it again this playthrough as well, because it seems to suggest that you can find that second wreckage. I mean, it doesn't have any indicator if you track the quest. It could come up in a later chapter, like in chapter 2, maybe. But I don't know, I've just got a feeling that I should look for it. Oh, and I can level up. Let's do that. Character. So I've been thinking about this. I've been trying to decide between doing this one, which will give me an extra vigor slot. However, instead, I am going to go with dagger throwing to increase the potency of the daggers and just make them that much more useful. They're going to really kick ass with the plus 20 damage. It's a huge bonus. This one would be good, I think, if you're doing swords. This one would be good if you're going to focus on alchemy, but I'm going to be focusing on... Sorry, not alchemy. If you're going to focus on magic, but I'm going to be focusing on alchemy, so I'm going to do the daggers. And once we do this, now we have access to all 3 of our skill trees. I think my plan is to focus on alchemy and do a little bit of swords, a little bit of magic if I can. You don't get a lot of talents, and so I'm going to kind of see what I feel is more important in the moment. I might change my plan in the future. I know I at least want to do a little bit of alchemy, so if I decide to just then change my mind and go into one of these, I think that's fine. I think some of the earlier talents and the alchemy tree are the ones that I want the most. So I'm going to get those first and then think about it some more. Maybe I'll change my mind. Cool stuff. Let's keep going. I think more than anything, I really need money. There's a lot of formulas that I want to buy. I think one of the most efficient ways to do this is to just kill monsters and sell their parts, but I also need the parts for the formulas that I am then going to purchase. So I'm not sure of the best way to make money in that situation if you're going to focus on crafting a lot. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. Maybe between episodes do a bunch of gambling or something, but it doesn't seem as lucrative in this game. You can only bet 10 at the most and then only raise 10 at the most. So a maximum of 20 orens per game. It's going to take a long time. But, you know, one thing at a time. Let's go back to town and do this, this mail thing. Maybe I'll take the long way and kill some monsters. That sounds fun. Anything over here? Got some more traps. I'll take them. I want to get a little collection of these of maybe 10 or 12. And then I'll stop picking them up. Was there one more? Or is this just an... Oh, nope, there's one more. And how many do I have now? 9. And that makes 10. Great. Oh, I heard that. Where is it?
Damn it.
Oh, shoot, there it is. There we go. Oh, it didn't get stunned. Are you coming, guys? Why don't you come over here? There we go. This one got... Oh, it didn't get stunned for long. Come here. Oh, I just got hit by a trap, I think. That did not do good damage. But now we can do this. Here we go. That works. We got a range mutagen. I think that's going to increase the range of all of your signs. The ones that have range, like Igni, Ard. Oh, whoops. That's the wrong sign. Alright, let's back up. And do this. Come get me, buddy. Here we go. Sometimes it doesn't stun them. They have some sort of resistance. I bet increasing my sign intensity is going to help with that. Through a potion or circle of power. Can't pick it up. I'm still in danger. Aha! Come here. Uh-oh, there's another one behind it. In that case, let's, stick something like this down. They tend to attack just in a straight line. That did pretty good damage. That did not do good damage. Those are a lot tougher, huh? Oh, shoot! That's bad. Alright, he popped my Quen immediately. And now we've got another one. These things can be quite a challenge when there's multiple. One-on-one, it's no problem. Oh, shoot. Please don't poison me. Come here. Back up. Maybe I can get around now. Yep. Okay, we got him. Okay, that was a lot of good stuff. What's over here? That just leads to the troll. Oh, some stuff over here. Ah, perfect. That's my favorite thing to pick up. You have danger. Is that a.w.t.y? Oh, shoot. Alright, hang on. Whoa, back up, Geralt. There we go. And now, let me get this guy with my arrow redirection. Check this out. Oh, it didn't hit him. Hang on, let me get closer. Do it again. Shouldn't I be, like, redirecting it? Do I not have the arrow redirection talent? I sure do. I don't know why it's not working. I want to kill him with his own arrow. There we go. I hit him. Try it again. Come on, bring it on. Yes. Yes. Really happy about that. So there is a talent that you can get, an ability, if you're able to kill enough people with their own arrows. I'm not sure how many. Oh,
damn it.
Neckers. Come here. Get Quen on. Over here. Come on, get him. I don't know what's happening. That was weird. There were like no sound effects. Alright, can I loot? Don't run into the trap. Don't get hit in the back. Alright, I'm getting knowledge about Neckers, so this is good. Come on, kill him. And this guy too. Alright, he's down. Let's get this other guy here. Alright, perfect. Oh, some more. Any more? I'm ready to loot, if it'll let me. See, one of the problems with these nests and trying to farm them is you can't loot super efficiently until there's like a lull in the action. Which, I guess if you kill enough of them, there is, because I'm not seeing any more. I think I'm good with 12 snares. I don't want any more. We got some more drowners. Alright, let me see if I can hit this guy, like, in the head. Alright, he's dead. See, look at that. He got one shot by that dagger. Amazing. Alright, in the clear. Another mutagen. Not a useful one, though. Hang on, what's this? Do we have some better boots here? No, they're not better. Exactly the same as mine. I always forget sometimes to save often. You never know when something irreversible is gonna happen. Like dying. What's up here? Oh, I think that's the hospital. Let's not do that yet. In fact, I'm gonna track a different quest here. Where's the Mystic River quest? Because I eventually want to get back to town. Oh, it doesn't even let me track it, huh? That's fine. It should be this way somewhere. Oh, hello. Any more? Don't think so. No embryos. I wonder if you can only get embryos from their nests. That makes them even more rare than I originally thought. How many orans do I have? 731, okay. I kind of want to make sure that I have the attribute for buying and selling things. Is it in here? Persuasion? No, that's not it. Experienced. I don't think I did get it. Surprisingly. I thought I was supposed to, get some sort of ability for using a.w.t.y on the merchant that's over by the docks. And I could have sworn I already did that already.
Or your pouch and your life.
Is he not here somewhere?
There's a third option. Then his hand inched towards his knife.
Welcome.
What then?
He got a bolt in the back.
At your service.
Too bad he turned out to be poor.
Huh, I wonder if they took it out of the game. I feel kind of cheated there. I probably should have checked, like, a long time ago. Let's see. If we go to the kayran. Monster, blah, blah, blah. No, not that one. A matter of price. Yeah, so it says here, passing along the waterfront, the Witcher approached a merchant who was willing to pay for the beast to be slain. Geralt never liked haggling, but he did it often on account of his profession, so he managed to agree on a good price. So I've already done it. I wonder if I screwed it up somehow and did not get the attribute. I think it gives you like 20% discount on everything, which is unbelievable.
Lads,
It's certainly something I'm gonna want.
about what?
Well, in the meantime, there is a box that we can use to send off that letter in Louis Merce's house. It should be this one here. Yep, it's got the really terrible candy cane zigzag lines. Drop the report into the post box of the Royal Mail. We need a key. Let's insert this letter. Review the other letters in the box. Also keep in mind that there could be another boat wreck further up the Pontar River. So let's take a look. When Geralt found the post box, he thought that it could also contain secret information carried by special couriers. Loredo's letters would be interesting reading, so without a second thought, the Witcher resolved to get his hands on the contents of the mailbox. Above all, however, our hero placed the parcel from the Petroshila's captain in the box. I can tell you it reached its addressee and caused quite a stir, but that's a topic for another story. Okay. I think if we talk to Louis Merce over here...
On your desk, is that a drop box for the Royal Post?
Yes, I am the local royal postmaster. One of my many responsibilities.
Oh, yep.
Would you mind if I looked inside?
Well, that doesn't make...
Absolutely no problem. Enjoy your reading.
So long.
Fantastic. Did we get a key? I hope we got a key. Yeah, unlocked. I think we did get a key. Louis Merce's report. So let's take a look at this. Now I can tell you about why I wanted to do the kayran quest so early. The key that we just acquired. I think there's another box like this in Loredo's mansion, and the first time I went through the game, I did not have a key to open it. And I don't know if there's ever an opportunity to do this again. But now that we have this key from Louis Merce, we might be able to get into that Dropbox. I don't know for sure, but that's what I'm thinking. You have to do it in this order to access the Dropbox, and I can't wait to find out what's in there. Louis Merce's report, let's read it. Reply to the Temerian Special Forces. In answer to your inquiry regarding a local band producing Fistek, I hasten to inform you that we have not recorded any activity of this kind in Flotsam. Excluding tavern brawls, the town is mercifully free of vice, a fact we all owe to the energetic efforts of Commandant Loredo. Okay, so this is going to be all BS. This is just kind of covering things up here. Rumors of the brigand Dimitri are likewise false. The rogue in question was executed for his crimes, of which I apprised you in my previous report. We know that's false because it was on the notice board that Dimitri has been pardoned by Loredo. The rogue in question was... Oh, sorry. We read that already. Commandant Loredo urged me to convey that he advises you to replace your informer, as the present one apparently fabricates information. Put simply, he lies like a dog, thus tarnishing the good name of the intelligence service. That doesn't make sense. Why would an informant do this? Unless he had a personal vendetta against Loredo or Louis Merce, he wouldn't make up these kinds of lies. That makes no logical sense. The Commandant also wonders whether your next inquiry will regard a flock of pigs flying over Flotsam or elves approaching the garrison's walls. Gentlemen, please. May the gods preserve Temeria. Louis Merce, Royal Burgomaster. Okay. Alright, Louis. Did that update my journal? Not really. Now, what is the quest saying? Look for an opportunity to travel further up the Pontar River. Keep in mind that you could find another boat wreck. Further up the Pontar River. So does that mean over this way or down this way? I don't know. I don't know at all. Well, let's try this.
Yes.
Do I have enough money to buy out this fella?
Welcome to my modest shop.
What do you deal in?
All kinds of incense, mainly. For meditation, rejuvenation, cooking, making medicine, rituals, whatever you require.
Let's see. Crafting diagrams. Amethyst dust we can get from somebody else. There's really no need to do this here. But can I buy the rest? I don't think I'm going to be able to. Let me just do my best here. I could sell the Andrika trophy. I am going to sell all of these. And this. And these. And the junk. Now, let's see. We could... Brock. Resistances go down. But then your ability to inflict things goes up. Increases chance of causing critical effects while reducing all resistances. Okay. Maribor Forest. I remember this from the first game. Increases our vigor. It increased our endurance in the first game. But also reduces our critical effects and our health. That's a big hit. This is one of the reasons why I want to specialize in alchemy, is a lot of these potions are just not worth using because of how bad the negative effects are. Even when you combine potions, you're often left with significant negative effects, especially to vitality seems to be a big one. And having less vitality will lead to your death. That's what I was finding in my first playthrough. So I want to use traps, and I want to use bombs, and I want to use potions, but in order for them to be viable, I kind of have to put points into the pertaining skills in the alchemy tree, which is the whole reason why I wanted to start my playthrough again and focus on that. Originally, I was going to do swords and magic, because that seems like the most interesting, you know? Maribor Forest, let's buy it. Stammelford's Filter, this is going to increase sign intensity, as opposed to sign damage like the Peachtree's Filter, so it's a more powerful sign booster, but vitality minus 50%. Why would you ever use this? That's why I need alchemy. Virga. So again, huge increase to armor and resistances, but then your critical effects go down. This one's actually pretty good. I would use this even though it has those negative effects. It's not bad. And then Whirl. This is an oil that just increases your damage by 5%, and it's not dependent on the type of enemy you're fighting. It's just an all-around damage buff, you know, simple. Sure, I'll take it. And that completely buys me out. I've got nothing left. And buys him out, sorry. So I think what I would like to do to end the episode, next time I'm going to continue this quest, this incense quest. But for now, let's catch up on some journal reading. And I'm going to look at the alchemy section. So, if you guys don't care to see this next part, feel free to just go on to the next episode. I am going to pop on in here, and let's go to alchemy. And I want to take a look at some of these potions. Now, some of these I've already read in my tutorial video, so feel free to go and check them out. But, you know, Rook basically just increases your damage. Golden Oriole, resistance to poison. Peachtree's Filter, we've seen that. Valka's Blood is interesting because it talks about how it differs from Whirl in that luck determines whether you get a good or bad hit. So it'll increase your damage sometimes more than Whirl and sometimes less than Whirl is what I'm getting from that. Anticoagulant oil to cause bleeding. We've read about Samum and Swallow. I have not read about Dancing Star yet. Witchers rarely use fire in combat as it conjures up shadows that can be disorienting during a fight. However, when facing hordes of monsters, they often set aside finesse in favor of using weapons of mass destruction. The Dancing Star, a bomb that bursts flames, is one such weapon. This bomb is especially effective against creatures that attack in swarms and are vulnerable to fire. Okay, cool. It can also be used to ignite the cloud of gas produced by the Dragon's Dream Bomb. Makes sense. The members of certain Zerrikanian religious sects claim that Dragon's Dream Bombs are filled with visions of all-consuming destructive fire, from whence the bomb's name. Upon detonation, the bomb releases a cloud of gas that ignites violently when exposed to an open flame. Clouds from multiple Dragon's Dreams can ignite one another in a chain reaction that incinerates creatures spread out over a large area. So, basically, throw the Dragon's Dream and then use Igni. You don't have to use a Dancing Star to ignite it, and it causes a big explosion. It's quite good. This was the bomb that I think I used the most in the first Witcher game. I really liked that combo of dropping the bomb and then blowing everybody up with the Igni sign. Good stuff. Devil's Puffball, also known as the Peasant's Fart. Emits a cloud of poisonous gas centered on the detonation site. Any creature within range of the toxic cloud is poisoned. The bomb is ineffective against creatures resistant to poison. It is advisable to use it against creatures attacking in groups. Grape Shot. While Alfred Nebel's most important invention failed to find broad application, it proved splendid as the basis for the Grape Shot bomb. A highly democratic explosive that wounds everyone within range, whether human or monster. Well, that's nice. It's effective against nearly all creatures except perhaps the most powerful, so I wonder what his original invention was that led to the Grape Shot bomb. The Mongoose Potion. It's specifically for fighting the kayran. It provides such a massive poison bonus, and I don't know if this applies to poison in general or just the kayran's kind of poison. We'll have to see. Brock. So critical effects are up, resistance is down. Oh, and also chance of incinerating and chance of ard. See, I was wondering about this because there is something called a wolf potion, which does basically this. Increases poison, bleeding, incineration by 15% with no negative effects. So I thought, well then why would I ever take Brock? This is why. I think it also increases these two, which wolf does not. I think. Brock helps the Witcher focus. It increases the effectiveness of all strikes designed to cause one of the many critical effects in the Witcher's arsenal. Poisoning, bleeding, incineration, and the like. Such close concentration, however, weakens the Witcher's defenses. Intent on dealing damage to his foes, the user becomes susceptible to their attacks as his resistances decline. This loss can be counterbalanced by the Golden Oriole potion. Okay, cool. Yeah, resistances go down by 50%, it's massive. It increases toxicity very markedly. Brock is recommended in situations where the Witcher has applied an oil to his blade or has specialized in combat employing an additional effect like incineration. Makes sense. Now, Maribor Forest. Okay. Considerably boosts vigor. After consuming it, the Witcher tirelessly parries blows and can cast many signs in a row. It is, however, a devastating brew that causes minor twitching. Really? It reduces vitality and the accuracy of special attacks, such as those causing blah blah blah. Its side effects can be alleviated by consuming the wolf and swallow potions. Potion causes serious intoxication. It's used by witchers who specialize in casting signs and by those prepared to fight monsters with strong attacks that must be parried. Good stuff. Yeah, I think that's interesting. What I'm inferring from this is that the higher your level of vigor, the more effective your ability to parry is. So if you only have 2 vigor, there are some attacks that will go through your parry, your block. But with 3 vigor, you might be able to block them. With 4 vigor, you definitely could, and maybe even bigger attacks you could parry. So I'm thinking that's how it works. I don't know for sure, but I don't know what else to infer from that. The way it's phrased just says that to me. Stammelford's Filter. Created by Herbert Stammelford, a famous member of the First Conclave. This brew is readily used by witchers who rely on magic since it augments the intensity of signs. The damage done by Igni, the impact of Ard, the defenses of Quen, and so on. Now again, this has sign intensity +1. Petrie's Filter, which has no negative effects, only gives a damage bonus on signs, so this is only going to help signs that cause damage. And increasing the intensity will also increase the damage of that sign, but by more, I think. The potion moderately, it is recommended for witches who rely more heavily on magic than on traditional weapons, and before any fight against monsters vulnerable to the special attacks issuing from signs. Oh, it requires Fulgur to make. That's a bummer. Fulgur is the one that's really rare in this chapter. The only source of Fulgur that I know of is, actually, I think there's 2. I think you can use Essence of Death, which you get from killing wraiths, and Endriga Embryos, which you get from killing certain Endrigas. I'm not sure. I do have some, but I've already used them to build traps. Virga. So this is like the defense potion. Virga is favored by witchers who assign greater importance to safety than to mounting bold attacks. The brew increases the witcher's resistances, rendering him less vulnerable to the special attacks of monsters, including poisoning, incineration, and bleeding. Virga is stronger than Golden Oriole, but it has some side effects. When focusing on defense, the Witcher is limited in his ability to execute subtle attacks. The Witcher thus cannot employ tactics to which he himself has become more resistant, be it poisoning, incineration, or oils that increase bleeding. The Wolf Potion can be used to limit this unwanted side effect. Though not completely. I think wolf is 15%, so you still get a 10% hit. The potion is recommended before fights against monsters that employ powerful special attacks. It is effective against creatures which cause bleeding, are venomous, or breathe fire. And then we have Whirl. Highly universal oil applied to a blade. It increases damage dealt to foes regardless of their type. Yeah, but it's basically recommending to you that you just go ahead and use the proper oil for the proper creature. But if you don't know the identity of the possible foe or category of foe, and you don't know what oil to use, then Whirl is a good way to go. Same thing with Falca's Blood. However, Falca's Blood is a bit more of a gamble. Now, I don't think there's anything else to read. We should be all caught up. I'm just going to go ahead and double check here. You know, one thing that I didn't read yet are my monster journal entries. If you go into attributes and then go all the way down here to, no, not abilities, although I wouldn't mind looking one more time to see if I got the... No, I definitely did not. Just double checking that I don't have the merchant ability. Alright, knowledge. So we've got a number of things here. I don't know if I've already read the Iraqi, but we're just going to go with Indrigas and just read about Indrigas since I'm fighting them so much. These monsters, like arachnids, hatch from eggs. Impregnated queens lay the eggs in cocoons, which hang from trees in areas known as nests. The lesser creatures zealously guard their queens, as colonies depend on them for survival. The queens themselves remain hidden, caring little for what happens to other adult specimens. However, when their nest is threatened, they emerge swiftly and fight ferociously. Thus, to exterminate an Indriga colony, one must set fire to its cocoons to lure out and kill the queen. And there you have it. That's how we're going to be able to get rid of their nest. We have to kill the queen. To do that, we have to attack the cocoons. Not necessarily with fire, though they are susceptible to it. You could just destroy them any way you want. When fighting an Indriga, use the strong style and target the beast's abdomen. That means the behind, basically. It sounds like abdomen would be the middle, but the middle for an insect is called the thorax. Abdomen is like the bottom part, where its armor is weakest. Trusting in the toughness of their armor, the creatures often willingly take blows, only to respond with a sudden counterattack that can be deadly if not evaded or blocked. Indrigas can bleed to death if hit with a blade coated with the appropriate oil. They are also susceptible to all Witcher signs. The monster can easily be tripped up, knocked down, or immobilized by a trap. However, the Indriga's peculiar metabolism makes it immune to poison. So, they do cause poison. I would have figured they'd be immune to poison as well. They do seem interesting. They could be easily tripped up and knocked down. I've never been able to knock down an Indriga. However, traps are very effective because they charge at you headlong and just run into whatever trap is in front of you. So, good stuff. Do we know much about Neckers right now? When Neckers venture out as a war or hunting party, they are led by chieftains. These are larger and mark their faces with red clay. Yeah, I've noticed. They're very tough. They give the orders, turning a wild band into an organized unit, thus they should be eliminated first. I'm eager to see if I can spot the difference. If I can take a group of Neckers and then observe their behavior with the chieftain, and then observe their behavior after I kill them and see if it's different. If they are able to actually make this a reality, in that they are less organized and less dangerous when the chieftain's dead, I think that's awesome. Like, it's not just a debuff, but they behave differently. I would love that. I think that's really cool. Alright, so that's it. We're all caught up. I'm going to be ending the episode here. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll be seeing you
Everything
soon.
in order?